Good morning, class. Let me begin with a new lesson, Natural Resources from Economics. Among the various types of resources, natural resources are the major one sources that are available for human use. These are the gifts of nature without which the survival of life is impossible. The sunlight, water, air, forests, soil, biodiversity, mineral ores, etc. are the natural resources which are vital for survival. However, with the increase in global population to more than 7 billion, it is becoming very difficult to provide even the basic amenities to a large segment of population. Now, meaning and types of natural resources. Natural resources are naturally occurring substances that are considered valuable in their natural form. Thus, the soil which grows food, water that supports many of our activities, the trees that give us many services, the air we breathe, the minerals that are raw materials for many products, etc., are all natural resources. Without these, our life would not have been so comfortable. Natural resources are generally classified as falling into two types, renewable and non renewable resources. Let us study them briefly. Now, renewable resources. Some natural resources get replenished as we use them. These resources are called renewable resources. Nature, through its natural processes, goes on replenishing them. They are also called non exhaustible resources. Water, land, forests, air, sunlight, and heat are some examples. Now, non renewable resources. Some natural resources get depleted as we go on using them. Eventually, they are emptied and cannot be created again. These resources are known as exhaustible resources. Minerals like iron ore, copper, gold, manganese, bauxite, etc. Mineral fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas, uranium, thorium, etc. resources which get depleted and cannot be renewed. Nature cannot replenish them through its processes, and so they are also known as non renewable resources. Resources can also be classified as biotic and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are those that are derived from living organisms, and abiotic resources are those that are derived from non living components of the nature. While plants and animals are biotic resources, water, soil, minerals, etc., are abiotic resources. Now, scarcity of resources, especially in relation to our ever increasing wants, the available resources are severely scarce. While the non renewable resources are available in fixed quantity, renewable resources are likely to be exploited beyond their regeneration rates. The main factors of increasing scarcity are: 1. Overpopulation. The increasing population requires additional land for growing additional food and providing shelter, which is met through conversion of forest land into agricultural land and agricultural land into residential, commercial, and industrial land. Next, growing industrialization. With increased industrialization, extraction of mineral ores, crude oil, and water increase, resulting in emptying of mines, oil wells, and water sources. Next one is expanding urban areas. Urban areas are those where a huge population lives in a small area. Naturally, the demand for resources and generation of waste is very high, contributing to reduction in quantity and quality of resources. Next, atmospheric pollution. With greater burning of fossil fuels like coal, diesel, and petrol, more harmful elements like carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, soot, and dust get into the air, polluting it. This reduces the availability of clean air. Water pollution and land degradation. When the human, hospital, industrial, and other wastes are dumped in the open space, they affect the land and water, reducing the quality as well as availability. Water is also polluted by the agricultural and household activities. Therefore, the increase in population and their increased economic activities have increased the scarcity and affected the quality of resources also. However, the scarcity can be overcome by exploring and discovery of new sources of resources, discovering substitutes and alternatives like solar and wind power in place of coal power, ethanol in place of diesel, plastic furniture in place of wooden furniture, etc. Next, increasing the efficiency of resource use like machines that consume less resources like four-stroke engine in place of two-stroke engines, government policies to regulate overuse of resources and pollution, and finally, educating people about conservation of resources and less polluting ways of doing everyday activities. With this, we have learnt about natural resources, their types, the scarcity we face, and solutions. With this, let me conclude the first part of the lesson. Bye bye to you all, children. See you soon. Bye.